what really compelled me to document everything? I think part of me just knew. You can't even tell me that you love me. What do you mean? You still love me? You struggle to even say it.
No, that's not what I meant. What I meant was like, yeah. I mean, I'm confused myself. Like,
What better place to have a mental breakdown than on the bathroom floor in the middle of the night? I've just been trying to find a remedy. I've just been trying to find a way to numb what I'm feeling, because if I feel it all the way right now, I will only spiral. My heart is familiar with this feeling. My heart just isn't familiar with this type of ending, because it just wasn't in the plans. And since it is an addiction, my brain is just going into survival mode and trying to find excuses and trying to grasp on every good feeling from the past that we experienced together. And I keep ruminating on what I could have done, what I could have said, how I could have shown up. And I just have to keep reminding myself that it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You did your absolute best, and it doesn't matter. You will never be seen. You will never be fully loved unconditionally by this person. You will never get the closure you think can exist from this person. And you just have to learn how to let go. I've just been telling myself to accept that he cannot love you in the ways that you need to be loved. He cannot show up in the ways that you need him to show up. And this right now is standing proof. This is like, you cannot delude yourself any further into thinking this is a person for you. You can't. Look at how he's doing you. Look at it so abruptly. Look at how he's doing you. And if somebody can go days, weeks, months without talking to you, knowing that you're in pain and not caring, that is not the person for you. That is not the person for you. And I have to keep reminding myself that every time I try and grab onto all of the good memories, all of those dopamine hits that I've just been addicted to this whole time, I have to remind myself it's not real. It's not real. It's not reality. I'm clearly feeling a lot better because I decided to get cute, do my makeup. I didn't really do my hair. I've been wanting to just put my hair away. But I'm in the phase where I'm kind of just psychoanalyzing everything from a more logical sense. That way I don't, trap myself in an emotion that I've already felt and already dealt with, so that I don't keep myself in this loop of like negative rumination. And like if I'm gonna ruminate, I'm gonna be getting something out of it, and I'm gonna be looking at it for the lesson and not for the experience on the surface. And that also has helped me take a lot of that anger out of my heart, because I'm no longer looking at him as someone in my life. I'm kind of just looking at him as like another subject in school. So yeah, it's been helpful. I think this is my normal process anyways. In the past, it's just taken way longer to get to this point, and it's only been like, I haven't talked to him in like 2 days, and well, I cried yesterday. This morning when I woke up, I was just angry, so I just started reading, and I don't know, I also think I want to get back into the Bible. That's another thing that I realized, like a major epiphany that I had in a really funny way, a really unironic way. So yeah, I'm feeling better. I don't expect to feel like I'm at 100% anytime soon. Maybe, I don't know, but I'm already in a mindset of like figuring out what else I can do with my life now. It's open. My future is completely open. It's kind of like a blank slate now, and I feel like I can do whatever the fuck I want now. I can post whatever I want. I can say whatever I want. There is not this energy of judgment just dangling over me that like where I have to just like constantly look over my shoulder and be like, am I doing it right? Am I like I don't like that. I don't like that. I like being able to have my individuality and my freedom and being able to speak my mind without being punished or dismissed for it, and it feels really good to have that back. I didn't have that for so long. I was in mental isolation for so long. So yeah, I'm happy to make friends. I really want to go to Mexico for a month, maybe 2, and I think I want to solo travel and just make friends all over the world and just be a fucking free bird. And I'm not searching for love. It would be cool. I'm open to it, but that's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for friendship. I'm looking for depth. Not just conversation, but depth. I'm looking for people who care about my soul, who care about my history, who I am, why I am the way I am, people who want to create with me. That's what I'm looking for. And I'm not going to find that being sad and crying over a man that don't even want me or see me. I'm not spending another 5 years of my life. I did it for 7 years, and I'm not doing that shit again. So, this is a huge deal for me because in the past 2 or so weeks, I have had, I think, 2 or 3 complete meals, which isn't a lot. I haven't been eating. I lost 13 pounds now, I think. So you can see my bones. I mean, I've always been skinny, so it's just a lot more evident now. But I don't want it to fall off the plate, but I just made dinner. We have some spinach with some onions and peppers and black beans. That's good. I need to slow down. I'm out of breath. It's so good. I'm usually a slow eater. Oh, and I made a fried egg. I'm usually a really slow eater, but I've been starving. All right, I gotta find a beat. Okay. It's making me back feel alive, make you feel like a king. It's beyond unfortunate, it shatters my heart and it stings. I buy you peace and love, I let you clap your wings. You train me to shut up, get my material things. Give me love and affection. Need your mind, name and give me reflection. Give me love and attention. Need your mind all the time when it's the tension. Give me love, take my heart out of tension. Feel me trapped, I'm running out, but you dismiss me. You dismiss me. Do you miss me? Probably not. It's okay if you go back to the streets and you turn into a god. Do you miss me? I hope you do, but if you don't, it's okay, 'cause there's a million else to choose, but I don't wanna lose you. But I be letting go. I thought I'd always choose you, but you play me like a hoe. Don't treat me like your wife, you just treat me like a girl. Not like a friend, and not like a lover. Not like the most important woman in the world. You motherfucker. You don't even know me. 2 years of feeling small, and all the shit you brought me is the reason that you're feeling tall. Why don't you stand on that? Stand on all your words. Stand on all your actions. Stand on all your turds. All the bullshit. All the lies. To no surprise, you're no different than the other guys. It's so unhealthy. It's so unhealthy not to acknowledge, the uncomfortable feelings. It's so unhealthy not to acknowledge your anger or your sadness or whatever it is that you're feeling. It's not healthy. And it has been proven, especially with women, that when you don't honor those emotions, when you keep everything bottled in, it manifests as disease. So this whole love and light thing, no. Maybe after. Maybe after the fact, after you get it out, then you could be like love and light. But you have to have that polarity. You have to have that balance. Otherwise, how are you even looking at life as a whole if you're only looking at one aspect of it? If you're only looking at one way to exist? If you're only wanting to exist in a light that makes you seem, however, to a bunch of people that don't even know you. My prerogative is just to tell my story and to share my art and to speak the truth. I don't really care how people decide to deal with how they feel about him. I got no control over that. That the moment a man is mean to you, leave. Do not let him sit there and give you an excuse as to why he thinks it's okay to be mean to you. Leave. He is not a child. learning emotions and how to exude them. He's a grown man. He's a grown man. Because the moment they see that you allow being talked to and treated a certain way, it's only going to get worse. It's only going to get worse. So leave. You've experienced people who know how to respond to their uncomfortable emotions with kindness. What was the last straw? Zero accountability was my last straw. Zero accountability. And when I broke up with him, here's the manipulative. Here's the manipulative shit that they be doing. I broke up with him because I was telling him everything that he was doing to me, his poor treatment. Not an apology, not any accountability, he didn't even acknowledge it. He only acknowledged the things that were like easily defensible, like the things that he could easily defend, which was one thing. Everything else, act like it never happened. Let's just be friends. So I was like, no, I can't be friends with someone who sits there and treats me like shit and then acts like it doesn't happen. So how could we possibly be friends if you don't have any accountability? But I broke up with him, and then he was like, he made it seem like he wanted to make it work. No, damn well he didn't. He made it seem like, he's like, why are you doing this now? Like, why didn't you wait until we were together in person to have this conversation? First of all, I know not to break up with someone in person, especially if the relationship is abusive. I know how that works. Not gonna catch me in a foreign country with you having a breakup talk 1,000 miles away from my family. Are you insane? Are you smoking crack? Because that's super dangerous. But yeah, he made it seem like after I broke up with him that he actually wanted to work on things and he actually wanted to talk and take accountability. No. He just wanted the upper hand. So I'm thinking like, oh, like we can work through this. We can get through it. Like we can talk about it. 3 weeks pass. 3 weeks of me not eating, barely sleeping, stressed the fuck out. I literally lost 15 pounds in a month. Look, I'm already skinny. Skinny. This is skinny, okay? I got no body fat on me. And he just dragged it out. He dragged it out, drained whatever was left in me. Dragged it out knowing damn well he did not want to work on anything. He did not want to talk about anything. And so I kept asking him, like, when are we going to talk about this? How are we going to figure this out? What is going on? And then that's when he's like, you know what? We should just focus on ourselves. Like, bitch, I said that 3 weeks ago. And you made it seem like that wasn't what you wanted to do. But they do that to feel like they have the upper hand. They do that to feel like I was the one who ended it because she was the one who was so wrong. And one thing that abusive people do, we all seen how Diddy was moving. One thing that they do is when they get accused of something, obviously they're going to deny it. That's like a given. Not only are they going to deny it, they're going to become so fucking kumbaya, like, I'm choosing peace. And there's this stigma that just because someone isn't retaliating or choosing to defend themselves, that they're just so regulated and so at peace. But what makes you a regulated human being is being able to take accountability for the shit that you do, but also not acting like a fucking saint. Because then to me, that is very avoidant. And avoidant people are not at peace. They are literally dissociating from reality, and that is not peace. Okay? That's not peace. They get super like godly and like, shut the fuck up. Where was God? Where was Jah when you were yelling at me? Where was Jah when you were lacking accountability? Oh, that's a bar. That's a bar. Let me save that.